The dark truth about skin tone bias you were never told.
The battle for skin tone equality in Asia, breaking the fair versus dark divide. Did you know that in countries like India, China, and the Philippines, the skin lightening industry is worth billions of dollars? And it's not just women. Men are also getting in on the trend. In fact, more men than ever are using whitening products, with many seeing lighter skin as a symbol of success, status, and attractiveness. It's a staggering figure that reveals the deep-seated bias towards fair skin. And today, we're diving into the battle for skin tone equality in Asia. Skin tone equality in Asia isn't just a beauty standard issue. It's deeply intertwined with cultural identity, social dynamics, and historical context. For generations, fair skin has been seen as a marker of wealth, social status, and beauty, while darker skin has faced negative stereotypes. And now, men are also jumping into the whitening market, with many using products to lighten their skin, in hopes of appearing more attractive or prestigious. This pressure isn't limited to women. Men across Asia are being increasingly encouraged to conform to the ideal of fair skin. Whitening products are heavily marketed to both genders, with ads reinforcing the notion that fair skin leads to success, opportunities, and even love. But why is this the case? Let's take a closer look at the history and present reality of skin tone inequality in Asia. While fair skin has long been glorified, those with darker skin face discrimination and social stigma. Men with darker skin often experience the same issues women do. They're perceived as less attractive or less capable, and face biases in social and professional settings. Darker skin is still associated with lower-class labor, particularly in agricultural societies, where working outdoors in the sun results in darker complexions. In contrast, fair skin was once linked to wealth and leisure, as it was associated with not having to work under the sun. Now, this isn't just a problem for women. Men in countries like the Philippines, India, and South Korea are increasingly using whitening products to lighten their skin, driven by the same societal pressures that have affected women for generations. The idea that fair skin equals success, attractiveness, and opportunity has extended to men, with advertisements and media reinforcing this ideal. In fact, some male celebrities are even promoting whitening products, influencing millions of men to follow suit. This creates a culture where both genders are battling for lighter skin, perpetuating the cycle of discrimination and inequality. The preference for fair skin in Asia has deep cultural and historical roots. Colonialism played a significant role in shaping these beauty standards, where lighter skin was associated with the ruling class or colonizers, and darker skin with the working class. Over time, these associations became ingrained in many Asian societies. In modern media, fair skin continues to be the ideal, with fair-skinned actors and models dominating the screen and advertisements. This bias isn't just a superficial trend. It affects real-life opportunities, including in the workplace. Fair skin is often seen as a symbol of wealth, success, and power, whereas darker skin can be associated with lower socioeconomic status. This mindset is so deeply embedded that it can even influence hiring practices in some countries. For instance, in the Philippines, many job postings, particularly for customer-facing roles like retail, marketing, or media, often specify a preference for candidates with fair to light skin. In some industries, such as broadcasting or modeling, those with darker skin tones may struggle to gain the same opportunities or endorsements as their fair-skinned counterparts, despite their experience or qualifications. This bias extends beyond job hunting. Research has shown that people with darker skin tones are often perceived as less competent, less approachable, or even less trustworthy in certain professional settings. In contrast, fairer-skinned individuals tend to be regarded as more polished, refined, or capable, regardless of their actual skill set. In my recent walk through the Philippines with a friend from Finland, I witnessed firsthand how strong this preference for fair skin really is. My friend, who is very fair-skinned, couldn't walk a few steps through the mall without turning heads. Women would stare at him, and we even heard whispers from some saying things like, "He's so white, I want to marry him." The attention he got was extraordinary. His pale complexion stood out so much that it almost seemed like a celebrity was in the room. This incident highlighted just how deeply ingrained the ideal of fair skin is, not just in professional or media circles, but also in everyday interactions. The attention he received wasn't because of anything else, just his light skin. Take, for example, a popular clothing brand in South Korea that faced backlash after a campaign featured a series of advertisements promoting ideal beauty, with models that all had fair skin. Many darker-skinned individuals, even those from Korea itself, voiced their frustration, stating that they rarely saw anyone who looked like them represented in major advertisements. Despite the growing diversity in beauty standards worldwide, fair skin still remains the standard in many aspects of advertising, and this preference is perpetuated by the media. This bias against darker skin even affects people who are already well established in their fields. In the Philippines, for instance, many of the country's most popular actors or actresses are light-skinned, and even though they may not have the best acting talent, they often get the most attention due to their appearance. Meanwhile, talented, dark-skinned actors and actresses struggle to get the same level of media coverage. This has been especially apparent in the entertainment industry, where whitening advertisements continue to dominate TV and social media. In our recent interviews with Filipino immigrants in Canada, many shared how growing up in the Philippines, they saw how those with fairer skin were automatically placed in higher positions, both socially and economically. One interviewee mentioned how, in their younger years, fair-skinned classmates were chosen as the model students or given leadership roles, while those with darker skin were often overlooked or treated with less importance. This didn't just happen in school, but extended into the workplace, where the idea that fair skin could bring better career prospects was widely accepted. This feeling of exclusion and limitation based on skin tone led many of them to seek opportunities abroad, hoping to escape this oppressive mindset. However, even after moving to countries like Canada, where there is a broader acceptance of different skin tones, some of these individuals found themselves struggling with an internalized sense of inferiority whenever they visited home. When they returned to the Philippines, they were often questioned about their darker complexion, with some family members even offering to buy them whitening products or asking why they hadn't taken care of their skin. Despite having succeeded in a new country, their skin tone still made them feel like they were falling short of cultural expectations. This problem isn't exclusive to the Philippines. In India, too, fairness is often seen as an asset in both personal and professional spheres. In a well-known example, Bollywood actress Priyanka Chopra, despite being an international star, was often pushed to appear fairer in photo shoots and on-screen. While she has successfully broken barriers in Hollywood, many South Asian actors and actresses with darker skin still face bias when it comes to casting or being included in high-profile advertising campaigns. This reflects a wider societal bias, where darker-skinned individuals are perceived as less attractive, which ultimately limits their professional opportunities. But there's hope. Recently, there has been a growing movement to challenge these deeply rooted beauty standards. Social media platforms, especially Instagram and TikTok, have become spaces where both men and women are celebrating their natural skin tones, and campaigns like #StopSkinWhitening have gone viral. A pivotal moment occurred when Filipino actress Liza Soberano publicly rejected the idea of fair skin as the standard of beauty, encouraging her followers to embrace their natural complexion. Male influencers and actors are also joining the conversation. For example, in India, actor Abhay Deol spoke out against the promotion of fairness creams for men, calling attention to the damaging impact of these products on body image. This growing pushback against skin-lightening products and beauty standards is shifting public attitudes and empowering more people to embrace their natural skin tones. In conclusion, the battle for skin tone equality in Asia is a complex issue that spans both gender and culture. While fair skin has been deeply ingrained in beauty standards, there's a growing movement toward embracing diversity in skin tones. Whether it's women or men, people are starting to challenge these beauty ideals and reject the pressure to conform to a single standard of beauty. This shift is important for creating a society where everyone, regardless of skin tone, can feel beautiful, confident, and valued. We'd love to hear your thoughts on skin tone equality. Have you experienced the pressures of skin tone standards? Or do you think the industry is changing? Drop your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to check out our other videos in Vibrant Filipino Connections. Let's continue to push for a more inclusive world, where all shades are celebrated